In section 7.3, we are going to look at isometry transformations. Isometry means fixed. A fixed transformation, every pre-image will be congruent to the image. The first isometry transformation is a translation. In a translation, we're going to start with a shape. And we're going to translate that shape to a different position without changing that shape's orientation or flipping that shape. The place where we started is known as the pre-image, and the image where we end up is called the image. Now you might have been told that this move was called a slide. The mathematical term for a slide is a translation. Make sure you remember this move as a translation. The second isometry transformation is a reflection. In a reflection, we start with a pre-image, and we're going to reflect it over a line. So we're going to need a line of reflection. So if I reflect this pre-image over this line of reflection, I end up with an image that looks like this. Now be careful. A reflection can look like a rotation depending on the line of reflection. If I have a line of reflection that looks like this, when I flip this pre-image over the line of reflection, I end up with an image that looks like this. Now this looks like it should be a rotation, but if you look, these two are reflections of each other. You might have been taught that a reflection is a flip, but the mathematical term for a flip is a reflection. In a rotation, we're going to start with a pre-image, and we need to have a point of rotation. And then we're going to need to know how many degrees and in which direction to rotate this image. So if I rotate in this direction, I'm rotating counterclockwise, and I'm rotating 90 degrees. So if I rotate this image 90 degrees counterclockwise, my image will end up being a sideways heart. Notice that a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation is the same as a 270-degree clockwise rotation. If I take that same pre-image and pick a point of rotation, and then this time rotate it 180 degrees clockwise, I end up with a heart that is upside down right here. Notice that a 180-degree clockwise rotation is the same as a 180-degree counterclockwise rotation. A glide reflection is combining a glide, a translation, and a reflection. In a glide reflection, I'm going to start with a pre-image. This time I'm going to make a right triangle where my hypotenuse is vertical. And I'm going to translate my shape down and then reflect it over the line. So I translate parallel to this line and then reflect it over that line. I've slid down and then reflected over. And the last isometry transformation is a composition. A composition is just combining more than one transformation in sequence. The reason it's in sequence is you have to do the moves in order. Maybe you start with a rotation and then do a reflection. That would be a composition. But you have to do that composition in the correct order.